Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my humble little place. If you are new to my channel, my name is Edgar-O and I have a weird obsession with Chucky dolls, fashion, beauty, and scary stuff. Welcome. Okay, so in today's video, I'm really excited because we are going to put and compare the Mezco Toys Chucky doll versus the Happy Monster Chucky dolls. So for those who saw my last unboxing video, you guys saw that I bought Chucky dolls that come from Mexico City, and these go by the name of Happy Monster Chucky dolls. And I think, like I said, I think these are the Mexican version because these are not sold in the United States. I tried looking for them and I couldn't find them. The only place you can find them is in one place and one place only, and that is in Mexico City. Like I said in the video, and if you haven't seen the video, I will post the link on the description down below so you can check it out. It's a really fun video. But like I said in the video, I was able to get my hands on these Chucky dolls because I do have family members that live in Mexico City, and at that time one of my cousins was visiting Mexico City, so she was able to bring them back into the United States with her, and I was so beyond happy. So we do have three versions. We have the good guy version, the evil looking version, and the Chucky doll stitched up version. I do have all three of them, and I think one of them is propped up right there in the back. I don't know if you can see it, but he's right there. But I do have the good guy version right here right now, so we're gonna put these side by side and we're gonna really look into details. But these are the two good guy dolls. Now this is the one from Mezco Toys and this is the one from Happy Monsters. So if you guys want to see the difference, we're gonna talk about the design and how they actually look. I might take these out of the box just so we can get a closer look. So if you guys want to see the difference between the USA Mezco Chucky dolls versus the Mexican Monster Chucky dolls, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so we're gonna start off with our first two Chucky dolls, or I should say good guy dolls. Now on my left side I have the Happy Monsters good guy doll from Mexico City, and on my right side we have the Mezco Toys good guy doll. Now as you can see, there is a lot of similarities, but it's completely different doll. Now personally, just by looking at these two, my favorite one, honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the Mexico one, the Mexican doll, because I don't know, for some reason I really like the way that this one looks in the eyes. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really do like this one. This one is pretty too, but for some reason I like this one better. Like, I'm more attracted to the way that this one looks. It looks more cute, more innocent, but at the same time a little bit sinister. But I do like this one better. We're gonna talk about the boxes, the design of the box really quick, just for this one right here, and then we're gonna jump into the dolls. The design of the box is similar, but it is a little bit different because this one does have the good guy logo, this one does not. If you turn it, the side of the box is obviously different. It has this beautiful picture that I really do like. This one just has the typical logos, the different jobs that your best friend could become. The back of the box is completely different. As you can see, the Mezco Toy ones does have the little circle, the one you can press that I can talk. This one does not, because this one does not talk, obviously. But I do like the back of this box because this is when they started switching up their design, and I really do like this one. This is the simple basic one that we all are really familiar with. Not a big difference there. And then the side of it is the same for both boxes. Now just by looking at the boxes really close, I can tell you that the Mezco Toys graphics is a little bit more clear than the one from Mexico. It is a little bit more pixelated, it is a little bit more on the blurry side, but it still looks pretty good to me. But other than that, they both do have that ugly sticker in the front that I just don't like. I've said this plenty of times, I don't like the sticker. I wish it was just a removable sticker because I don't like this. I feel like it ruins the whole design of the box. My own personal opinion, we can agree to disagree, but personally I don't like it. For the Happy Monster one, they also do have it, but this one is not removable. Also, this one just is there. Alright you guys, we're gonna jump right into the dolls. We're gonna take them out of the box and we're gonna put them side by side so we can see how they actually look once they are outside of the box, side by side. But just by looking at it, just by looking at them, you could see the difference. So let's do that right now. Let's take them out of the box and let's put them side by side. Alright, so this is what they look like outside of the box. Now I don't know what in the world is going on here, but this looks like one of those plates that you get at the grocery store with a rotisserie chicken on top. It's weird. And I'm not gonna take this out of this plastic thingy because you guys know I hate these little twisty things. So we're just gonna look at them like this. Alright, so this is how they look outside of the box. As you can see, there is a huge difference, especially in the clothing. The Mexican version does not have the designs that the one from the US from Mezco Toys has. And honestly, I don't mind that one bit. This one has a really strong plastic smell to it. It's really strong. Oh my god, hold on. It is really strong. Wow. Okay, the Mezco Toy one does not smell anywhere near like this one. This one's so strong. Alright, but anyways, looking at them side by side, I still gotta say that the Happy Monster one is still my favorite one. Obviously, the paint job on the Mezco Toy one is a lot better than this one, but for some reason, I really like this one. Again, this one, I'm not saying this one's the worst. That's not what I'm saying. But if I had to pick one, I would go for this one. Personally, I really don't care that this one doesn't have the graphics in its clothing like this one. I really don't care about the sweater, the colors of the sweater. I mean, the stripes are way too big for a doll this size, but honestly, I really don't care for that. I know there might be a lot of Chucky collectors out there who might care, but personally for me, I really don't care as long as it looks like a Chucky doll. Now, you gotta keep in mind, this is another country's version of the Chucky doll, so I can dig that. Now, when you look at the bottom of the shoes, the Mezco Toy one does have the design of the logo, the good guy logo with the hammer, the hat. This one does not. This one's just plain. But I do like both of them. But my favorite one would have to be this one. The paint job on the lips on the Mezco Toy one is pink. You could definitely see it's pink. And for this one, it's just nude. Even though the paint job for the Mezco Toys is better than the Happy Monster Toy ones, this paint job is not horrible at all. It's not like the worst, like, wow, this is crap. No, it's actually a pretty decent paint job. The hair on this one is a little bit darker than this one, and I feel like this one's a little bit more stylish than this one. One thing that I do wish the Happy Monster doll had are the two little red buttons on its outfit. That is just the only downfall that this one has. But other than that, I really like both of these. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but let me know in the comments down below, which one do you like the best? Do you like the Happy Monster version or the Mezco Toy version? Alright guys, moving on to the next Chucky dolls, and we have here the angry looking Chucky doll. Again, on the left side we have the Happy Monster Chucky doll, and on the right side we have the Mezco Toy Chucky doll. Just really quick, let's talk about the design of the box. Again, it is pretty much the same thing. On the sides and on the back. Obviously this one does not have the I can talk button because it does not talk. This one does. The graphics on this one is a lot darker than this one and a lot better looking than this one, but other than that, it's your typical standard design that Mezco Toys is famously known for doing on their boxes. As you can see, before we take them out of the box, you can see the big difference in its clothing, the way that they look, and the way that the paint job is. Maybe you can't really tell on camera, but I can. But you can see a lot of big difference. So let's take them out of the box and let's put them side by side. Alright you guys, voila, this is how they look right outside of its box. Again, the smell on this one, ooh, child, it's strong. As you can see, they are very similar, but also very different at the same time. I honestly feel like this is the exact same doll, and it almost seems like this one is the prototype of this one. Does that make sense? It almost seems like this is what they started off with and this is what they ended up with. They both do have the exact same identical eyes. The paint job on the Happy Monster is a lot heavier than the one from Mezco Toys. The freckles look a lot more darker, and its lipstick color is a lot more darker than the one from Mezco Toys. The clothing is self-explanatory. I don't really need to explain why it's different. This one doesn't have anything similar to the Mezco Toy one. It has no graphics. The colors on the sweater are way off. Like, they didn't even include a green or a light blue or a red or pink. Well, they did include a you know, 3 cute little red lines. But if it wasn't for the face, you obviously wouldn't think this is a Chucky doll, but yeah, it is. The quality on the Happy Monster Chucky doll is really good. It's just like I said, it feels like it's the exactly same thing as this one. It's just as heavy and the plastic is just as good as this one. The paint job on the shoes for this one is a lot shinier than this one. This one's more like, the color looks more matte and this one looks like nail polish. I'm not saying that it's ugly, but I'm just saying that there's a big difference. As far as these two go, if I could pick only one, I would go with the Mezco toy one, only because I don't like the sweater on this one. But other than the sweater, they both look pretty. They both look pretty good. Quality is there, the paint job is there, the hair is there. I mean, it's just a great doll for both of them. All right, you guys, moving on to last but not least, we have the stitched up Chucky doll from Bride of Chucky. On the left side, we have the Happy Monster Chucky doll, and on the right side, we have the Mezco Toys Chucky doll. And just by looking at them in the box, I can tell you that they are pretty much the same doll. Like, this one is probably legit the same doll, just with different clothing and different design and box. The design on the Mezco toy box is different because that's when they came up with something different, something a little bit more unique, and it was like the old beat up box, which I didn't mind. I thought it was a really nice detail to it, especially when they came up with this design in the back. But this one doesn't have that. This one's just your typical basic good guy doll box. Besides the graphics in the box, this one, I think this is the one that doesn't talk, because this one doesn't have that horrible sticker that they started coming out with. But this one still remain its sticker. But other than that, it's pretty much the same doll. So let's take them out of the box and let's put them side by side. All right, so this is how they look. And once I put them side by side, I can see some differences. Like, for example, the paint job on this one is a little bit off from this one. The teeth on the Happy Monster toys is a lot different and a lot, I don't want to say bad looking, than the one from Mezco Toys. The eyes from the Mezco toy one is a lot, I want to say prettier, a lot better looking than the one from Happy Monsters. I mean, this one, they do look real, they do look really nice. But for some reason, I do like the one from Mezco Toys better. The stitches from the Happy Monster one are all black and painted on, and so is the one from Mezco Toys, but this one has some silver and it has some real ones stitched to its hair. As for the Happy Monster one, they don't have any stitches attached to the hair like the Mezco toy one does. I can see that the Mezco toy Chucky doll, its left eye is a little bit more closed, it's a little bit more, I guess, bruised up. And the one from Happy Monsters is not. I do like the paint job better on the Mezco toy one than the Happy Monster one, but it's not horrible either. It just looks a little bit faded. And the one from Mezco Toys looks a little bit more dark, more like they took their time painting it. Now that I was able to take them out of the box and I can see them side by side, I would have to pick the Mezco toy one, only because of the details that this one has. I'm not saying that the Happy Monster Chucky doll is horrible, it's the worst thing ever, but I don't know, I do like the clothing better on this one. Even though I don't mind the clothing on the other Chucky dolls, I wish this one had its clothes a little burnt or a little cut up like the Mezco toy one does. But for $45, this is not a bad Chucky doll. I did pay $45. Was it $45? Yeah, I think I paid $45 each for all three of them. And as you know, that the Mezco toy Chucky dolls do run for $100 when they are first released. For $45, which is like 900 pesos, which is Mexican money, it's not a bad Chucky doll. Alright, you guys, well, that is pretty much it for today's video. That is pretty much it for today's review. I would really want to know, what do you guys think of this review? Which version of Chucky dolls do you guys like the most? The ones that come from Mexico or the original ones from the USA? Now this is the ones from Happy Monster, and these are the ones from Mezco Toys. Also, if you like this video and you guys want to see more videos like this one, give me a huge thumbs up because I very much appreciate that. Also, don't forget to click that bell button to get notified for every single time I upload, which is once a week. But alright guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. As always, thank you for watching and I will see you on my next video. Bye. By the way, I know this is not Chucky related, but I just want to show you guys that I also got the Friday the 13th Jason doll from Happy Monsters. I know Mezco Toys came out with this one. I'm usually not a Jason fan, but for $45, I said yes, why not? So if anybody bought this doll from Mezco Toys, can you let me know if you like it? Because I am in love with this guy right here. But yeah, anyways, it's cute, right?